15 rounds scheduled here in this much anticipated fight, and we are underway with round number 1.
Throughout your training career, what did you consistently feel more comfortable with? Training the shorter guy against the taller guy, or the taller guy against the shorter guy?
Well, you can't teach tall. You know what? That's there or not. I love to have those kind of advantages physically. You just have to make sure that you teach them to fight tall.
Oh, what a hook upstairs. Takes a step back, then the counterpunch by Mike Tyson.
Very similar to what you see Floyd Mayweather do. You know, make a miss, pull that shoulder back, and then come right back with the counter.
Able to land another power shot early on here, Teddy. Does he have to worry about trying to keep up this pace?
No, I don't think so. If he keeps at this pace, he's not going to be around to worry.
Liston's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. Tyson's able to avoid that punch. Tyson's getting himself into the mix now, landing that left hand. Good exchange. He fires back. Tyson's rocked by a huge hook to the head. One of the fastest punches in the game. You see how he just turns over that hook?
That's okay, that's okay. Let it go, let it go.
He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Will you look at this? Look at this pace that these two are fighting at so early in the fight. Teddy, each man must have been determined to think they can get the other one out of here early.
Yeah, I want to see who blinks first, though. That's what's interesting to me. Who changes? They can't both keep this up.
We come to the end of this round, and likely a much-needed break for these two warriors because they have been non-stop.
No, they don't know how to fight any other way. They came in, they introduced themselves in the middle of the ring, and they've been there all night.
How about that exchange? Good-looking counterpunch. Both men digging in with uppercuts.
Nice work, nice work, nice work.
He brings an uppercut that really does damage there. Got to be accurate to send the combination to the body, and he does that. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot, and then comes back with an uppercut. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. And a big right hand comes crashing home from Tyson. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. There's that overhand right. Oh, good exchange there. Good work with the uppercuts. Nice job there. Huge uppercut by Tyson. Very nice work from both men. They each got a shot in. Mike Tyson's right hand working well that time. He scored well. That was a miss by Mike Tyson. What a damaging blow. Nice hook upstairs. And this round comes to an end. Now that he's back in the corner, we get a close-up look. Liston's cut even looks worse.
And it's up to the fighter now, Joe, for his attitude not to change. You know, we can look at it and we can say, wow, that cut looks worse. The fans can look at it and say that. But the fighter must be steady, the same attitude, as though he doesn't have a cut. Otherwise, he has no chance of winning this fight.
Mike Tyson with a big uppercut. Mike Tyson's got speed, no doubt about it. You can see his ability to land combinations with ease.
Yeah, but what you want to see now...
Oh, a big shot comes home for him. And he is down. He is down for the first time tonight. One, two, three, four. Liston's still in a tough spot here. Don't get fooled just thinking he beat the count and everything's fine.
And I'm not so sure that he can grab. So what you got to do now, if you're a trainer, the way you taught him in the gym is you don't want to go grab because you might leave yourself open. Move your head when he comes to you, then you grab him.
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Mike Tyson with a big right hand. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Unable to score with the hook. That's a big, that was a left hand that came raining in on him. He does not, solid. And for the second time tonight, he goes down. Liston's trainer is thrilled with this. He gets up off the canvas. Now he wants to see how he'll react.
Double up on your punches. Keep moving. Keep moving.
He got all into that one. That was a solid uppercut. See him trying to cut down that tree with a well-placed right hand. And we come to the end of the round.
Keep the jab.
Start of round number 4. Tyson's well-skilled plan has earned him every round on your scorecard, Teddy.
Yeah, he hasn't always been the aggressor, but he's definitely been the more effective puncher, landing the clean shots.
He returns the favor with an uppercut. Big shot comes crashing home. Wow, he goes down again.
This is going to be toward the elevator fight. Up and down all night.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's over. The fight is over. Tyson's gunned down yet another opponent. A knockout victory. Now that's how you end a fight right there. Yes, he was controlling throughout, but he made a good, clean finish with the knockout.
Yeah, as a trainer, you want to know, can a guy punch? Can a guy defend? You know, can a guy control distance? But you want to know, can a guy finish? He got...
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
When you get a fight like this that everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number 1.
Tall guy versus short guy here tonight in front of us. Teddy, why does it seem so hard sometimes that some tall fighters don't necessarily fight tall?
Because, Joe, it takes great discipline to stay on the outside. You look at him and say, hey, you're tall. I wish I was tall like that. But now it takes restraint, control to stay in those quarters and make sure you don't give in and allow the shorter guy to get close.
Tyson's movement helped out there. He avoided that punch. That is a classic Tyson uppercut. A well-placed left hand up top. And right from the start, he's throwing the power punches and landing them.
I think he has a date and he wants to get to it.
Halfway through round number 1. Goes up top with a right hand. Each man able to land an uppercut. Tyson's right hand scores well. Brings the hook that time. Wow, what an uppercut. Tyson's left landing well. Oh, what a whip by Mike Tyson. Little head hunting with the left. Left to the body. Hard charging with that right hand. What a big shot. Oh, this is going to be close. He may be able to survive the round, but he has gone down now.
1, 2, 3, 4.
the question becomes, after that knockdown, and he has gotten up, how does he survive?
Joe, one of the ways he survives is if he's been taught. Have good habits, have good fundamentals been put there. You're going to find out right now he needs them right now.
So he scores a knockdown in the last round. Now he gets to settle down and gather himself a bit. Do you go after it? Do you get super aggressive here having had your man hurt? Or do you still have to employ a certain amount of caution?
Kind of like being at the carnival, you know, you just hit the bullseye and you got that big stuffed animal you can give to your wife or your girlfriend. But now he doesn't want you to go away with that.
Oh, no.
No. He tells you, wait a minute, try again. You could trade that in for something even bigger. But you might lose the one you have already. That's the question.
Liston's out to show everybody that he's fine. But we saw what happened in the last round. He was knocked down in that last round. Does he have to prove something to himself as well as proving something to everybody in this arena?
Well, that's the right question. So he's got to revisit his memory banks a little bit and know that he's already proven it to himself. He's been in this position before, so he has to regain that confidence and understand that he can deal with this. He's done it before.
Accurate uppercut after taking a shot of his own. Solid hook. Little head hunting never hurt. Does it with the hook. And he returns on that exchange. That's a huge left he just scored with. Teddy, I think he's going to go down. I think he's going to go down after getting tagged right there.
He doesn't know where.
He falls victim to that big... Did you see that? Oh, and now the real test. Can he get up after going down a second time?
1, 2, 3, 4.
So now the question becomes, after that knockdown, and he has gotten up, how does he survive?
So this is where instincts kick in. You got to start moving that head automatically right now. You don't want to stay in the middle.
Good step back counter punch there. Scores with the uppercut. Mike Tyson's impressing the judges and himself with that right hand. Obviously, defense becomes so important for him now. That cut around the... Right on the... Look at that! Knocked down again! Unreal!
Now you got to wonder what the corner's thinking. Are they going to stop this?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And it's over! This fight is over! Mike Tyson's power just much too much for his opponent. Another knockout for him.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Good evening.
welcome.
Round number 1 is now underway. All the talk is done. It is simply time to fight. Be interested to see early on here how much an advantage there is with speed. Tyson's full of it. He has blazing hands, Teddy.
Can he keep it up all night long? I think he's going to have to.
Downstairs with a right hand. Mike Tyson digs deep with a big uppercut. Good flush shot upstairs. Tyson's right hand scores well that time. Good looking uppercut that time. A lesser fighter probably would have been knocked down, if not knocked out. Not Sonny Liston. He recovers and fights on. Liston's doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away. Good 1-2 by Mike Tyson. Liston's done a good job there offensively scoring with that left hand. Hits him in the mug with the right. Not able to connect with the uppercut. Iron Mike with a big uppercut. Red hot action to open up this fight. Both men throwing, both men landing.
been a long time since I've seen something like this. I think it was in a film library, watching Hammer and Hank. The great Henry Armstrong never took a step backwards, kept going forwards.
Take your time now, brother. Take your time. Keep the pressure up. Don't follow us. Cut the ring off, right? Set up a power shot. Careful. When he moves in, careful. Nice work. Nice. Okay. Deep breath. Deep breath. Relax.
We got it.
You all right? You need to just keep your hands up. Keep your hands up.
Liston bounces back in his step. The start of a new round, coming off a round in which he really took some punishment.
Well, that's what being in great shape will do for you. Also, great experience where he's been through these things before and he's not panicking.
And now he scores well with a straight right. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Liston's right hand did a nice job that time. That worked well for him. That is a strong uppercut there. Oh, that's gotta hurt. He goes down from a big right hand. Well, Sonny Liston is an injured animal. Watch out for the big bear when he's been in danger. He gets up after that knockdown. Crashes home with the uppercut. Firing off the uppercuts. Great exchange. Scored well up top. Puts forth the hook, scores with it. Solid left hand to the head. Right to the head with that right. Sonny Liston's way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance. Big uppercut right on the mark. Fires off the hook. Look at that. Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. Good shot to the head with that right hand. End of the round. So he scores the knockdown and now heads back to his corner. Teddy, do you ever have to calm a guy down after he scored a knockdown?
That's a really great point because a lot of times that can be the turning point, but not for your guy that scored the knockdown, for the other guy. Because sometimes when you score a knockdown, you start to think it's going to be an easy night. And you forget what you knew when you came in. That wasn't going to be an easy night. You're going to have to bring all the tools out of the tool shed. And it's important to remember that.
Liston scoring with that right hand. Teddy, what's the one thing that shows you a fighter like this is recovered? That a guy who was just knocked down in the last round now comes out for the next round and is fine?
Well, the first thing I look at is, does he behave the way that he normally behaves? You know, is he a guy that all of a sudden starts running at his opponent and that's not his kind of style? That tells me he's still hurt.
And yet another big shot comes in. Well, we know he survived earlier, but now he goes down for a second time. Sonny Liston's back up on his feet. Let's see what he has now. Targeting each other, the exchange was something special.
Hey, you gotta get some of that too now. Come on, let's go.
Mike Tyson's hurt by a superb hook to the head. A well-placed overhand right. Oh, he just ate a big uppercut right there. He had no idea it was coming his way. He does not look good at all. Oh, he gets hit by and banging away he goes. Unbelievable. Just the barrage continues. He's knocked down again.
But his desired heart is just as strong as it was before.
Ladies and
Well,
gentlemen.
good evening. Well, they've been waiting for this moment, and now they get it. Round one underway. Liston's got to deal with a cut on his cheek right now. The good news is it's below the eye, but still, it could get nasty as the fight progresses.
Teddy, can the shorter fighter in a matchup like this be effective with a power punch, or does he have to reach up too much?
Joe, not only can a shorter fighter in this kind of situation be effective, he will be effective if he comes out of a weave with a punch, because now, usually the taller guy, he's punching down. And when you punch down, you leave an opening.
Huge uppercut by Tyson. You see what happens when he commits to the uppercut? Look at that. Great work there. Iron Mike Tyson lands a big right hand. Right to the belt line. Sonny Liston, moments ago, he was in bad shape. Now he looks just fine. See, that's the work they want to see with the right hand by Mike Tyson. Teddy, you gotta like this because he's using that jab the way you like him to.
Especially when you're being aggressive. You walk in, you want to walk in where the guy can't see you coming. That jab blinds your opponent.
Not able to land the headshot. The way these two are going at it early on, they're going to break the punch stat computer.
Well, they're trying to break more than that. They're trying to break each other's will.
Last 10 seconds of this first round. Nice work, Tyson with the hook. End of the round.
Okay.
And that was a very good example of how to be efficient with what you're doing.
Yeah, it's a good example of how, as you say, Joe, he doesn't waste anything. You know, he wants to make everything count, but it gives hope that the other guy can come back, because there's spots where you can out-hustle. While he's being so conservative, you could just outwork him a little.
Oh, what an uppercut. He missed with that headshot. That's a well-scored left hand by Mike Tyson. A target on his head, and he places the hook right on it.
That's it.
Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. He returns fire with fire. Another huge shot comes in early on in this fight from him.
Well, he understood that his opponent, Joe, was a slow starter. He's jumping right on him, taking advantage.
It's all right. It's all right.
Mike Tyson's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. Tyson with a powerful left hand. Good combination to the body. Liston's nailed by a hook. He brings an uppercut that really does damage there. Nice work, the left hand to the head. He missed that uppercut. Must be the punch of the day. Both guys bringing home uppercuts. End of the round is upon us. And take a look at those punch stat numbers. Very impressive work rate. Do you like a guy who just is flat out busier, Teddy?
As long as he's not reckless while he's being busy. Yeah, as long as he's tight with his punches, and his punches are in the right location, not too far away.
Good return fire that time. And now he's targeting upstairs. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Nice Solid left hand scored by Mike Tyson. Body shot lands. Boom, left. Oh, and there you go. Oh, right to the gut and right to the ground he goes. I give him a lot of credit for even getting up from that knockdown, but he still has to impress and move forward here.
Yeah, I applaud him. I give him credit, but I also recognize that he's in good shape. That's one of the reasons he got up.
He scored well after being hit himself. And you see what he can do when he sends that right. Big shot he just scored with. He was able to get up and continue on last time. Now he goes down again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We welcome. Everybody's been waiting for these two to meet up. Now they do as round one is underway.
Circle.
Look at that. The hook came home with ease. Zones in on that overhand right. And now he's targeting upstairs.
Teddy, I'm going to call this one a little baking soda and vinegar matchup. You know what happens when you put those two things together?
Yeah, you get a volcano, and it's going to explode. And I think before the night's over, you're going to see that.
Gets rid of that body shot. Mike Tyson's right hand working well that time. He scored well. That's a big uppercut that just crashed home.
If the shorter guy can get to the inside against the taller fighter, how can he do damage on the inside? What should we look for from him?
Well, you remember when you were a kid and you walked downtown in Manhattan, you looked up at the Empire State Building, all those great tall buildings? Well, it's the same thing. You suddenly get inside and you look up and wow, there's a tall building. Start breaking some windows.
Parries that punch intended for the head. Solid uppercut. Turns over that hook and he does damage upstairs. Good body shot. The right hand came home. Well-placed hook there. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. How about that left hand? Good job. It was sudden, it was fast, it was direct by Mike Tyson. Tyson's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination.
You can almost see it just by the way a fighter sits down on their stool at the end of a round. As we come to the end of this round, you can tell that he's full of confidence and he can't wait to get right back out there and continue doing what he's doing.
Well, you're right. The first thing that I notice is his back's not leaning against the corner pad. You know, that's a defeated fighter. That's a fighter. He don't want to go back. Something bad happens to him. You know, he's leaning back like that. You have to pick him up from the stool. He's got all his weight forward. He can't wait to get going. You know that he's positive. You know that he had a good round.
A nice block by Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's right hand scores well. And he just holds on there. He got all into that one. That was a solid uppercut. Mike Tyson with a big uppercut. How about that left right there? He got rocked. He just got rocked, and he's still taking punches.
The only way right now is to grab on a little bit, stop this flow.
Wow, what an uppercut. Lands a big hook. He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. And Sonny Liston, so strong on his feet. He will fight on here after being damaged. Unload!
Liston's showing you that sublime skill right now with that two-punch combo. Good block there by Mike Tyson. Blocks that belt line well. That is a classic Tyson uppercut. Back and forth they go, each man getting the best of it. Threw the straight right hand, but didn't score with it. End of the round here.
Don't worry,
and you can see that label of volume puncher was made for this guy as the punch stats prove true.
Yeah, he doesn't care really where he hits you. It makes you think of those stories you used to hear in the old days. Maybe your grandfather, maybe your father talked about Rocky Marciano. Loved that guy, former heavyweight champ of the world. He'd hit you anyway. He didn't care. Back of the head, he hit you on the arms, and he started breaking you down. This guy doesn't care. He just throws.
He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. Boy, that worked out well with the uppercut. Little head knocking with that right hand. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs.
That's it. That's it.
And now he brings the left hand upstairs. Right to the body. Mike Tyson digs deep with a big uppercut. When he lands that jab and that straight punch, Sonny Liston is a real dangerous fighter. That jab alone can knock you down coming from Liston. Able to cover up that gut. Sonny Liston's in there clinching a lot, it seems to me. I mean, he was stunned earlier, but it just seems like he's tying up.
Hey, if it seems like that to you, that's okay. But more important...
Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. Very accurate two-punch combo by Mike Tyson. To the head he goes. Oh! He goes down in the later stages of this round. He's going to try to survive it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And that's the end of round 3.
This is your fight. Don't get lazy out there, all right? Don't get lazy. You're winning this fight. That was good. Nice work. Beautiful. Beautiful. Keep that head moving. Relax. Relax. Okay, you all.
The beginning of round 4, a chance to look at the scorecards. And Teddy, you like what he's done so far early, a clean sweep of all 3 rounds.
Yeah, a couple of rounds were close, but on the inside, when both of them had their chance to separate a little bit, he was the one who made the right decision to punch.
Tyson's jacked up by an uppercut. A little something for his opponent after getting tagged. Right hand downstairs. Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. Great hook to the head that time. Good looking up, big shot. And he crashes to the canvas once again. He's gotten up before. What about this time? 1, 2, 3, 4. He gets up after that punch put him down on the canvas.
Now he needs to get on that bicycle and stay away from this guy.
Not able to land the uppercut.
Okay, let it go. Let it go.
There's the hook.
Targeting that belt line with the right hand. Wow! From absolutely out of nowhere to now on top of the world, he just floored him with that punch.
Short one. Inches.
And it's all over. Mike Tyson's bombs away worked again. Knockout victory for him. I like the way he finished things tonight, Teddy. Mike Tyson's your winner by knockout in a fight that he controlled throughout.
Well, I'm glad you liked it, and just as importantly, or more importantly, his trainer, his manager, and his promoter.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, everybody. Along 15 rounds scheduled here in this much-anticipated fight, and we are underway with round number 1. Oh, you see him with the left to the head there? Left to the body. That is a strong uppercut there. A huge right hand from Mike Tyson. He got caught by that right hand. He never saw it coming. He may be looking to clinch here. Liston's advantage is in the speed category. He's a mover. He's an elusive target.
Well, his opponent has one advantage. One thing that can take that speed away, that is timing. He better understand that.
Don't let him get at you.
He clinches when he gets to the inside. Mike Tyson's got to deal with a cut around his eye. Now, it looks like it's below his eye, so we'll see what kind of effect it has.
What you doing?
Good accuracy with that uppercut. Tyson's able to land a good, solid left hand. Comes right back with some offense of his own. Solid uppercut. And just grabbing onto his opponent. Tyson's impressing the judges and himself with that right hand. We're seeing a lot of work to the body here early on by him. Teddy, is that a certain mentality, these guys that commit to being a body puncher?
Yeah, because they understand that the body punching, you know, that's not something that's glorious. That's not something that, you know, like a great left hook on the chin, bang, it gets results right away. They understand that that's something that pays off later, and something you got to start early and stay with.
Solid hook upstairs.
Keep pushing.
Now here's a perfect example of where you can actually see confidence growing in a fight. He was able to stun his man in that last round, and you just get a sense that he's a bigger, better fighter than he was before.
I agree with you, Joe. It's the accumulation of damage that's starting to get to him right now.
Iron Mike with a big uppercut. Missed the body shot. Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. Brings a big power punch. It landed well.
Well, we were talking about getting into the kitchen. He went in there and he tore apart that kitchen.
Sonny Liston's right hand scores well that time.
Watch the hook. Watch the hook. Come on.
Crashes home with the uppercut. And that had some bite to it, that right hand by Mike Tyson. Halfway through this round. Teddy, do you think the sport needs a national or international governing body?
Yeah, it's the only major sport, at least it used to be a major sport, that doesn't have that. And there's no unilateral control. And when there's no unilateral control across the board, well, you have too many spots that are weak for the sport, spots that do not serve the sport.
Scores up top with a left. That's a serious power punch he just landed to the head. Teddy, I don't think he's got visions of sticking around too long. He's landed power punches early.
Yeah, he wants to make it a quick night's work.
Mike Tyson's putting forth a great... He is not in good... Big shot there. Late goings here of this round, and he goes down. Can he survive it? Sonny Liston's wish came true. He was hoping for the end of that round. Now he has it. That was the only thing stopping him from going down.
Yeah, but it's not over. You know, you have to think like a fighter thinks. Yeah, for that moment he got a reprieve, but he's got to go back in 1 minute and face it again. Does he have the wherewithal to do that?
You are in control of this fight, man. Don't get careless out there, right? Just keep boxing smart. All right.
How quickly can he recover? That's one of the questions that'll be answered early on in this round after being knocked down in that last round.
Well, what he has to do is go out there, be defensive-minded. I think get a little time early on. Don't worry about winning or pressing the first part of the round. Just get himself together, then start picking it up after that.
Smart punch right there. The uppercut worked. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Oh, that's a big hook right there. Right to the belt line. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that. Oh, that's a big shot with the left hand. Solid. Can he get up from this? He's done it before, but can he get up from a second time down? This actually may make for a more dangerous Sonny Liston as he rises up after being knocked down. Comes right back with a shot of his own. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Engages in the clinch. He gets hit, but he gives it right back. Well, this can become a bore, and he's making a decision to do it as he ties up again. Tyson's making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch. Good block. Oh, what an exchange!
That's it, that's it. Relax. Just like that, all right? Another round, just like that. All right, breathe, deep breaths. Get some more.
Beginning of round number 4. Teddy, the way your scorecard reads, he's up 3 rounds to zip. Good, accurate punching, earning him that lead.
Yeah, very conservative, hasn't wasted anything. But as you just touched on, has made everything count.
Mike Tyson's doing a really nice job. That uppercut, absolutely. There it is! Can you believe that? What a huge punch! You couldn't have seen that one coming.
And those are the ones you usually don't prepare for. You prepare for the ones that are more sophisticated, the ones that are a little tighter in the gym. You don't have training for these.
Well, good evening, everybody. When you get a fight like this that everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number 1. I like the way he went up top that time with the hook. Well-timed, well-placed uppercut. Oh, a big shot comes home for him. Liston's own mistake may be costly to the judges, but look at him, Teddy. He's fresh and fine.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So he goes down, but able to get up to his feet. Teddy, what should he be thinking about now?
Well, right now, just surviving, but if he survives, then he better figure out why he was put on the floor.
Look at the accuracy with that hook upstairs.
Come on.
A well-placed left hand up top. Liston's tagged by a hook. Good defensive skill. Liston's edge is speed. He can get in and out. He can get you offensively. He can get away from you defensively.
Yeah, he has radial tires, and you got to take some air out of those tires. No better place or way to do that than go downstairs.
Little head hunting with the left. Look at this, another power punch able to land. We're early on in this fight. He's going for it.
Yeah, you wonder if he's got a car waiting outside.
Big uppercut right on the mark. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. And he ties up on the inside. Mike Tyson's right in the way of that hook to the head. Oh, that had to hurt. Lands that hook to the midsection. Round comes to an end. We saw the knockdown there in that round. A little bit of a momentum gainer.
Yeah, obviously it gives you confidence, but you know what? It can also be a momentum killer, believe it or not.
How so?
Joe, I've had guys where the worst thing that happened to them in a fight was when they scored the knockdown because they thought it was just going to keep happening. And they thought about only the punch they landed, not how they set it up. So they got away from the game plan.
I need you to keep moving side to side, all right? Keep moving.
Liston's got to be so careful here, Teddy. He was knocked down in the last round, and you know his opponent's going to be gunning for him here at the start of this round.
But this is where you walk a tightrope, so to speak, because if he's too careful, as you alluded to, guess what? His opponent walks in, and the fight's going to get stopped. So, yeah, he's got to be smart, but he's also got to pitch something at his opponent, chuck something at his opponent to keep him off a little bit, too.
A knifing left hand by Mike Tyson. Iron Mike with an iron right. Tried the hook, didn't get it. That right hand over the top lands flush. So right from the start in this fight, he's committed to the body shots.
Well, that's the time to go there right at the beginning because body work pays off for you later in the fight. No sense in wasting time. Get right to it.
Up top with the right hand. Iron Mike lands the left good. Back and forth exchange. Oh, he turns it over right into a hook. Just ate a big uppercut. He's in bad shape. Up top with the quick hook. You see what happens when he commits to the uppercut. Look at that. Great work there. A lesser fighter probably would have been knocked down, if not knocked out. Not Sonny Liston. He recovers and fights on. Joe and Teddy with you here in between rounds. A round in which, boy, he really just dominated his opponent. Teddy, he's got to think things could be coming to a sensational ending for him when he gets off the stool.
Well, he's showing that to you right now. I'm looking at him right now, and he's starting to get up. There's a couple seconds left. There's probably 5 seconds left before he has to get up, and he's getting up early. That shows you right what you're talking about. He's chomping at the bit. He's confident.
Nice.
So a fresh round is underway, but is it a fresh fighter? Liston's corner is hoping so. Based on what we saw at the end of the last round, who knows?
Well, his corner should also be hoping that his opponent across the way doesn't come out here like the executioner to get this over with, because if he does, I think it's over.
Keep moving. Come on, man.
Now he ties up there. Able to dismiss that body shot.
Come on, come on.
Overhand right can be so effective. Tyson's got his man off guard here. Just a good variety of punches he's bringing.
Yeah, you don't want to be predictable, and he's not predictable.
He got hit, but he sends it right back. He just missed that shot up top.
Hey, you gotta get some of that too. Now, come on, let's go.
They both decide to bring it. A well-placed hook from Mike Tyson. Able to bring the hook down low. Tyson's the target of a hook. Nice work with the overhand right. He did not see that right. Solid. He goes down. Oh, he may be close here. Can he survive the round?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woo! That is it. That's it. I need another round like that. Just like that, all right? Doing good. Just keep it up. Got any more of these? Deep breath. You're in control of us. Just keep it up, all right? Nice work. Come on now, breathe deep. Inhale, that's good. Now you're fighting his game plan. Box intelligently. Come on now. Now you're more intelligent than he is. Let's go now, you can do this.
This is a classic example we're seeing here as we start round number 4 of just the busier guy taking the fight. He's up 3 rounds to zip on Teddy's scorecard.
Yeah, my concern, though, Joe, I have one little concern.
What's
there.
that?
Well, is he winning the battles but maybe going to lose the war because he's really wearing himself out. He's working so hard to get things done. Down the road, does he pay a price?
Accurate hook. Sonny Liston's got to prove a few things here. Number 1, he's got to prove to his opponent that he's on good ground after being knocked down in the last round. But he's also got to prove it to the referee, too. Big shot comes crashing home. Can he beat the count? I don't think so here, Teddy.
Now I know where they got that saying, falling like a sack of potatoes.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Liston's going to keep taking this test, rising up after being knocked down. Huge power punch from Iron Mike. Good flush shot upstairs. What a big shot. That was a big shot that floored him, and it's a big shot that may end him right here.
That looked like the great pitcher, Great Maddox, the sinker ball. Boy, it went down quick.
2, 3, 4, 5.
That's it. It's over. Fight is over. Mike Tyson's in prime form. Power surge here. Knockout winner. Mike Tyson's power that we saw throughout the night, building a lead on your scorecard, now ends the night with a knockout victory.
And it begins the next night, the next dawn.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We will.
welcome
Round number 1 is now underway. All the talk is done. It is simply time to fight. Tyson's right hand did a nice job that time. That worked well for him. Oh, they both land flush with uppercuts. Tyson's jacked by an uppercut. Speed comes in different forms. In his case tonight early on, expect to see it offensively. This is a fighter that can get after you like a viper.
Yeah, he can, but he's going to need those feet to go along with it. You know, he's going to get those punches off, but he needs to get out of dodge afterwards.
Just like that.
Oh, what an uppercut. Committing to the body work now. He lands the right hand. Well, something's got to stick. He sends the combination to the body. He took a go of it to the body, but came up empty. That's a nice left hand from Mike Tyson. So he decides to go downstairs early on, and I think he'll be happy with that decision later on.
Well, it tells you that he's a well-prepared fighter. His corner came in here with a good game plan. They understood what they had in front of him. A guy that's going to move a little bit. Start going downstairs, taking the air out of the tires, and later on, he'll be in front of you.
Scores well to the head with the right hand. Oh, that uppercut got him badly. Mike Tyson lands the hook flush. Oh, he's hurt right there. He is hurt.
So in this kind of situation, it's kind of like a wounded animal. Yeah, you could go after, but you better be careful because he'll strike out when you don't expect it.
You can almost see it just by the way a fighter sits down on their stool at the end of a round. As we come to the end of this round, you can tell that he's full of confidence and he can't wait to get right back out there and continue doing what he's doing.
Well, you're right. The first thing that I notice is his back's not leaning against the corner pad. You know, that's a defeated fighter. That's a fighter. He don't want to go back. Something bad happened. So, you know, he's leaning back like that. You have to pick him up from the stool. He's got all his weight forward. He can't wait to get going. You know that he's positive. You know that he had a good round.
Start of a new round. Liston's making it look like the start of a fresh fighter. Remember, he was stunned in that last round, but Teddy, he looks fully recovered now.
Well, it tells me two things. One, he has good genetics. He recovers fast, you know, physically. But it also tells me he had a good camp. He came here in great shape, and he's getting the benefit of that right now.
Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Work the body!
How much does leverage and torque play a role in what Mike Tyson does?
Hey, bad intentions, baby.
Did you see that? A devastating right hand crashes home, and he is down.
One, two, three, four, five.
The Big Bear rising up. Sonny Liston beating the count after that knockdown. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. That's a flush shot, banking away those body shots with the left hand. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. He's committing to the work downstairs. He puts forth the right hand. Took a shot. Now he gives a left. Sonny Liston's giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away. Teddy, this is like he is damaged badly there. He may hit. Look at that. Once again, he goes down. Can he survive this?
One, two, three, four, five.
It's over. This fight is over. Mike Tyson's corner is already celebrating. His opponent unable to beat the count.
By way of knockout, your winner,
Wow. The theater of the unexpected. Who would have ever expected that? Mike Tyson's one single lightning bolt of a punch ends this night early.
And it came right out of the skies, and it came right in the position where his opponent never saw it.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. That does it ringside. We'll see you next time.